MAGA civil war. When your enemies are screwing up, like, don't stop them.
Is there a civil war within the MAGA movement right now?
The doomers are taking advantage with the liberal media. They're like best buddies now of an effort to sabotage this movement from the inside. I have seen it. There's a lot of influence campaigns going on to fracture this movement from the inside. And the liberal media loves it. Here's a Hollywood Reporter piece about it. That's what they want. That's why they're all buddies. They like quote each other. This is why this matters in the midterms. Well, of course the midterms matter. They're elections. No, they really matter. If we lose these midterms, this president will be impeached. And the last 2 years, all of the great stuff, the economy, energy, GDP growth, war on cancer, productivity super cycles, national defense, crime rates, GDP explosions coming up. All of this stuff I told you about is going to be donezo, man. We're going to be dealing with an AOC-led impeachment for 2 years.
It kind of seems like that. It kind of feels like it. There's been a fracturing within the party, within the red hats, within MAGA, since Donald Trump took office. There was a little bit of a honeymoon period where people were happy that he was back in office. And then a lot of people started straying and fracturing. I'll give you an example. Marjorie Taylor Greene. She wasn't getting the, I don't know, love, attention, the care. I think she's super needy and greedy.
That's the only way you can tear it down.
And she wasn't getting the attention she wanted, so she, goes on The View, latches onto just some radical ideas, says she's going to give a list of names in Congress. I don't think she's ever read that list of names, has she?
I'm not afraid to name names. And so if they want to give me a list, I will walk in that Capitol on the House floor and I'll say every damn name that abused these women. I can do that for them, and I'd be proud to do it. Now, another thing, this is not about politics.
Then you had other people. Matt Gaetz. He can't get confirmed by Congress or the Senate to become the Attorney General. He resigns his position in Congress, so we lose a Republican seat there until it's temporarily filled. And then he goes on to another show. I forget what the network's called where he's at. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. It's as irrelevant as he is. And all he does is constantly dunk on Donald Trump and the Republican movement. You have other of these influencers like, I'll just say it, I don't care anymore, Sean Ryan. He interviewed Donald Trump. He interviewed Hegseth, Kash Patel, Secretary Doug Collins. If you want to see a perfect example of this, go watch the interview Sean Ryan did with the Secretary of Veterans Affairs, Doug Collins. He shit all over the guy, criticized the VA, even though he's worth millions and doesn't use the VA. But at the same time, he comes out with a video where he's being criticized about some children's camp that he criticized for child abuse, and I'm glad he did that. But it's really interesting to see how quickly so many of these influencers turn. And they turn for one thing and one thing only: money. You've seen it. How quickly did some of these other channels latch on to the list, and they demanded they were going to leave the movement. They were going to just leave Donald Trump in the wake unless they got the full release. You got the full release, bro. You got it. None of you have said a damn word about Bill Clinton in the list. None of you. None of you have said a damn word about the unfounded accusations made against Donald Trump. None of you. You got what you wanted, and you're all sad, I would say sad, spineless losers, is what I would say. And it's epic to watch, because once you see these people out themselves, you notice it. You notice it so much clearer. But why? Why did they do this? It's for money. That's all it is. But now that Bongino is back on Rumble, it's become much more evident. Because I believe Bongino, I think he does more for America as a podcast host than what he could ever accomplish as an assistant FBI director. There's no level of accomplishment that he would ever meet. There's no expectation that he would ever be able to fulfill as the assistant FBI director. Nothing. He's talked about it. I think he's recognized it. And I know I think I recognize it as well. There's just some people you can't please. But he's really good at calling them out as these doomers. Let me throw this ball. Fred! Hey. Here. There we go. He loves a tennis ball. He's an old dog, but he loves a tennis ball. But it's just strange that we can't even come together. For 4 years, we can't come together. We have to be constantly fighting. There are certain people that are chaos merchants. Marjorie Taylor Greene has turned into a chaos merchant. I would say Rand Paul has turned into a chaos merchant. I'd say Thomas Massie has been. Thomas Massie's such a Republican that he votes with the Democrats so often. He claims to be this libertarian, but he doesn't run as a libertarian because he knows he can't get elected as a libertarian. You know it as good as I do. But what do? The midterms are coming up. November 2026 is going to be chaos. Because all of these people that haven't done shit for America are going to rely on you to keep them in. And sadly, if you don't go vote, that's a vote for a Democrat. Because Democrats will turn out. Even the ones that shouldn't be voting. They're going to turn out. You know it as good as I do. How do we beat them? We need some accountability. I don't know how we get the accountability right now, but first and foremost, we better pass the SAVE Act. That's the big one. Nice weather here in Arkansas. Everything's kind of warmed up. Most of the snow's off the ground except for the shady spots. Out checking some fence. Make sure everything's fine. Make sure nothing's damaged so these damn dogs can't get out. Guys, it's going to get better. I know that. But I don't know about you. I'm tired of all the doom. I'm tired of all the black pill people that know one thing. Complaining. They would not be happy if they won the lottery 2 times in a row. You know it as good as I do. Some people will never be happy. And most unhappy people are lonely and miserable because they drive everybody else away from them. You know it as good as I do. It's pitiful, it's disgusting, it's scary, but it's the truth. Come here, Fred, how about a treat? There you go. There we go, there we go. Here, Days, there's a treat for you. We're going to keep plugging away here on the channel, pissing people off, pointing out the wins, pointing out the losers, banning the losers, blocking them because I just don't have time to have those kind of people around or even near me. They're pitiful. But the grifters, man, they're gonna grift. You've seen it, you're gonna continue to see it. And there's not much separation between a grifter that is always crapping on the current administration and a Democrat. I don't think there's very much difference. It's up to you to decide. I got a big old pile of brush I need to burn and some cuttings off of some of these posts that I put in. Maybe we'll do a little bonfire out here one night and do a video while we're burning this big pile. Time to get the flamethrower out. That's what I always use to start up the fire. Guys, I'll see you in the next one. It's been a while.